just showed Alicia how to use private browsing on her phone.
Incognito mode.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm going to go all kinds of places right now.
Anyway, 6 o'clock here on your Tuesday. Alicia and Jason, Alicia illegally searching. Let's get over to John for a look at today's.
Incognito mode, John. Activate.
That is, I got to give it to you. That is hilarious. Oh my gosh. 38 degrees out there right now. It is a really quiet start here. It's cloudy. We got a little drizzle, a couple flurries, but it's not, it's going to be there. So I'll let you know about it. It's not really going to impact you. This is, colors, not the greatest thing. They look pretty. My daughter loves these colors. This means they're dealing with a snowstorm in Wisconsin. It is from this, but we're at the beginning stages of this low developing. So we've got a little shower activity coming through into St. Cloud. You can see the flakes right now. If you get up to around North Branch area, Pine City, it is snowing, and this might move through Forest Lake areas like Anoka, Elk River, Champlin area. No impacts if anything accumulates to be on grassy surfaces. Most of this is just going to be some plain old rain as it works its way through. So we'll talk about that snow in Wisconsin and how it impacts us in your forecast coming up. Cece.
Hey, good morning. So here's a live look out of Richfield. Good morning if you're waking up there. This is 35W at 66th Street. Roads are mostly going to look like this across the metro. Dry and slow, quiet this morning. But as John was mentioning, in the north part of the metro and then even in northern Minnesota, we're seeing some flakes. I've seen those on cameras this morning in North Branch and Hinckley area. So I'll be pulling those up on cameras as those flakes make their way through. But other than that, your commute should be great this morning. Alicia.
Cece, thank you. In 2 hours, the man charged in a deadly stabbing on the Apple River will be back in court for day 2 of his murder trial.
And this morning, we're getting a look at newly released cell phone video that captured nearly that entire incident. Michelle Beck is outside the St. Croix County Courthouse right now. Michelle.
Yeah, Jason, Alicia, that video will give jurors more context when more witnesses take the stand this morning starting at 8. For the first time yesterday, that crucial 3-minute cell phone video was shown in court. It captured nearly the entire incident on the Apple River 2 summers ago, a bloody scene that's led Nikolai Mew to face charges of first-degree murder and 4 counts of attempted murder. He's accused of stabbing 5 people during a fight. 17-year-old Isaac Schumann died. In opening statements, each side used still frames from the video to their advantages.
As Madison and Riley, 2 women, are talking to him, telling him to leave, he takes out his knife. And all Nikolai had to do was walk away.
He tried to strangle Nick Mew. His hands were on his throat. He was pushing up against Nick Mew.
And that right there was just a snippet of the defense attorney's argument that his client, Nikolai Mew, acted in self-defense. Again, that self-defense claim, that's something we'll likely be hearing throughout the rest of this 2-week trial. Guys, back to you.
It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. All right, Michelle, thank you. We are following developing story out of St. Paul this morning. Police tell us a reported suicide has now turned into a homicide investigation. Police were called to an apartment building in the Merriam Park neighborhood yesterday for a man who allegedly shot himself. After talking to witnesses, police say the details surrounding the shooting didn't match up. An 18-year-old is now booked in the Ramsey County Jail on suspicion of second-degree murder. Happening right now in Elk River, police are looking for a man who allegedly stabbed someone. It happened yesterday at around 2 p.m. Officers say the 33-year-old suspect is a 5'8", 300 pounds, and likely left in a 2019 Ram pickup truck. The license plate is on your screen. Police say the victim and suspect lived in the same home. The victim is being treated at a local hospital.
An update now to a story out of Blaine we brought you last week. Police have now identified the 2 people found dead inside of a car outside of a business there as Daniel Seaman and Sarah Gordon. A search warrant obtained by KARE 11 shows police initially thought it was a murder-suicide. They found 5 shell casings in the car, but say they don't think all of the bullets were fired in there. When police went to check the couple's home, they say everything looked normal, but about 12 hours later, police responded to that same home over reports of a burglary. Police say they then found it had been ransacked and about 50 guns were missing. Right now, police are investigating.
Well, big heads up for AT&T customers this morning. Past and present users need to act now to protect their personal and credit data. The company says it's investigating how information from 73 million customers got onto the dark web. It appears to involve data from 2019 or earlier, including names, passwords, social security numbers, and more. AT&T is already working to notify customers who've been impacted.
If you get a letter like that in the mail from someone that you have entered into a contract with, you need to take time to read the letter. If
if you're not notified, just don't assume automatically that you're safe. You need to investigate this.
So if you think you've been hacked, there are a few things you can do right now. First, reset your password. Second, ask a credit reporting agency to put a fraud alert on your account. And third, consider a credit freeze to block someone from opening a credit card in your name.
In less than an hour, voters in Wisconsin will head to the polls for the state's presidential primary elections. Besides voting for Trump or Biden, there are several statewide referendum questions on the ballot asking about the use of private funds in election administration and the role of election officials. Across the river in St. Croix County, there is a public safety referendum question up for votes. It's asking voters whether they support increasing the county's yearly tax levy to pay for 8 public safety positions.
Well, if you're leaving for work right now, keep your eyes on the road. Law enforcement is looking for distracted drivers. The Department of Public Safety is stepping up enforcement across the state through April. It's part of their Towards Zero Deaths program. Officials say distracted driving led to nearly 30,000 crashes in Minnesota over the last 5 years.
In a few hours, state lawmakers will be back at the Capitol after Easter break. And one item Governor Walz wants them to discuss is more investments for State Patrol. This after Walz toured one of State Patrol's metro offices and pushed funding for a new headquarters. Right now, the State Patrol has 6 office locations scattered across the metro. Walz's infrastructure plan for this year includes $22 million to design and build a new central building. He says he believes there is strong bipartisan support for it, and it's his #1 ask of the legislature this session.
In the last 24 hours, Metro Transit Police expanded their trip agent program. The rapid transit lines and stations will now have fare inspections. At the end of February, Metro Transit added trip agents to give out citations to people who skip paying. They're also helping people ride with their TAP program, reducing fares to $1 for those who qualify.
We're helping people that aren't able to afford the fare qualify for a reduced fare, and we want to promote your cooperation. We don't want to see you pay fines. We want to see you pay your fare.
Metro Transit estimates tens of thousands of Minnesotans meet the requirements for their TAP program.